To know that 2 houses down from you, something that atrocious could be happening, it breaks your heart.
I don't think I've ever seen a video like that. And I've been doing criminal justice work for almost 43 years.
Oh my God. Why didn't you tell me?
You wouldn't let her wear clothing. You locked her from out in the house from the outside in a padlock on the front door.
Rachel thought he was going to kill her.
Rachel thought he was going to kill her.
Rachel Finkel survived. She's a victim of domestic violence, a crime thought to be underreported. Many women fear no one will believe them. But in this case, there was powerful evidence to back up her story, which you can see the full story later tonight at 10 and 11. And you'll hear from Rachel, her mom, a neighbor, the judge, and the detective who was on that case. But we want to start this conversation now with Tara Day with Safe Haven Ministries and Elissa Swihart, a domestic violence advocate, survivor, and podcaster. Thank you, ladies, for being here with us. You know, Rachel's story was intense, very violent, but not all stories are like that in particular. Let's talk about what are the signs of domestic violence, signs you are in an abusive relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of times what's hard about knowing the signs is that abusers are often really good at hiding the signs, and victims feel a lot of shame and embarrassment. So they also can try to keep that from the people they care for because they're embarrassed.
I like to tell everyone that intimidation tactics are 100% abuse. I feel like that is something that is very overlooked. Like, before they hurt you, they will hurt something near you.
People watching Rachel's story, and you hear this a lot, right? They might be saying, why did she come back? Why didn't she leave? Why couldn't she leave earlier, right? You hear that a lot. Let's talk about why it's not that easy and why it can be hard to leave.
Yeah. I think that victims and survivors risk literally everything. They risk their life, they risk their reputation, they risk even if it's the most horrific situation, they make the ultimate risk when they try to leave because they know that abusers will do anything in their power to maintain that control. And that's so hard. That makes it sometimes nearly impossible for victims to take that step to leave. And I think the other part of it too is sometimes a need to just reframe. Why do abusers do this? Why are they able to get away with this? Why is there not as much accountability that maybe there should be? And remove some of the responsibility off of somebody that didn't ask for this to happen to them in the first place.
What are you two noticing with domestic violence right now? Are you seeing more people reach out for help?
I'm seeing more survivors begin to share their story, which is incredibly empowering. A lot of women are coming forward to find, I think, survivorship among other survivors, which is beautiful, but definitely an increase since COVID, I would say.
Yeah, I think watching you lead and use your voice in such profound ways has been this really neat way to have community for people that often feel so isolated.
Thank you.
And it is this powerful thing when survivors come forward. And yeah, of course, you know, I think even Wood TV sharing the story, surely we will see more people reach out because they see the courage that survivors take every day, or they see a resource they didn't know existed. So yes, we see increases, and I think we also see this complexity of cases. Making the decision to leave isn't just, hey, I'm gonna wake up today and I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
There's so much that goes into it.
Right.
And so with an increased need also is this profound increase in complexity and what it takes to support somebody so they can make that decision.
This is really important to talk about the resources and the help that's out there.
Yeah. I think the number one thing when I think about resources that I would want survivors to know is that there are places, you know, Safe Haven is one of them, where we want you to bring your full self. In the complexity and the hardship in all of this, there are organizations that will do everything that they can do to try to support you. We really uphold confidentiality. We really try to empower people to be in charge of their lives because they've had that stripped from them. You can call, you can text, you can chat, Maybe we aren't a place you're familiar with and you aren't ready to reach out to us. Maybe there's somebody else in your life. Maybe there's a victim advocate or a community leader or a friend or a family. The more people in a survivor's life, in a victim's life, the more likely they are to be able to utilize that resource.
Okay.
I think too, like being validated in what you're saying and somebody meeting you where you're at and saying, I believe you, is a huge, not only, I wouldn't call it a resource, but a reason why victims walk away and stay away.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah.
And again, you can watch Rachel's story tonight at 10 and 11. And we do want to warn you, it may be triggering for some, hard to watch.